Okay, I'm only talking to businesses who have multiple service lines. What I mean by that, it means that let's just say that you run a hair salon. Okay, that's one service line, right? Let's say that you've added in tanning to that. That's a separate service line. Let's just say then you've also added in maybe Botox fillers. Okay, that's a third service line. And then you get the point. One of the biggest mistakes that entities like that make is trying to market the business as a whole. And that is where they fail. I know because I've seen it. I have friends who failed because they're like, but this is what we do. And they just vomit all of these service lines out and they just expect people to grab them. That's not the way it works. Unfortunately, when you decide to have different service lines within one business, you need to market those all separately. Okay, you don't, for the most part. Now, if y'all know of one, I don't. But let's just say that you're dealing with a specialty shop that deals in like accessories and four-wheel drive vehicles. All right. You're going to go there for accessories and four-wheel drive parts, bigger tires, bigger bumpers, maybe some, extra lights. You get where I'm going with that. What you're not going to see them doing is marketing typical run-of-the-day accessories for a little Toyota four-door car. It's not what they specialize in. If they did that, they'd have to market that completely separately. I don't recommend it. I'm just saying that was my example. So you got to learn that each one of those service lines has to actually be marketed. And they're all differently because they all have a different clientele. Because I can tell you, if I don't do Botox and fillers. It's just not who I am. Normally, my hairdresser is just my hairdresser. I'm going to be faithful and loyal. Don't matter where you're at. So if I go to a place, let's say to tan, you may have a great beautician in there, but if I'm happy with mine, I'm not looking for that. Okay? If I don't do Botox and fillers, that's not going to apply to me. You're going to want to target me just for the tanning. You got someone else that may do Botox. They're not interested in the hair because they got a hairdresser, right? Then you got someone that may come in, you can capture them with all three services because it's easy for them, but they're going to have to like each one of those service providers. So anyway, those are just my friendly tips, y'all. Gotta go.